Dhammapada. Chapter 1. Verse 1. Mind is the initiator of all states, mind is the foremost. All the states are pervaded by the mind. When one speaks or does anything after having defiled the mind, suffering follows one just like the wheels of a bullock cart follow the path of the bulls steering them. Verse 2. Mind is the initiator of all states, mind is the foremost. All the states are pervaded by the mind. When one speaks or does anything with pure and pleasant mind, happiness follows one just like one's shadow in the sun. Verse 3. They insulted me, they hit me, they defeated me, they robbed me. For those who continue to harbor such knots in their minds, hostility is not ended. Verse 4. They insulted me, they hit me, they defeated me, they robbed me. For those who do not continue to harbor such knots in their minds, hostility is ended. Verse 5. Hostility is not ended by hostility, but is ended by non-hostility. This is the eternal law. Verse 6. The others do not realize that we are impermanent here. For those who realize this, their internal and external conflicts come to an end. Verse 7. Seeking luck and dearness everywhere, unrestrained with the senses, gluttony and lack of effort, one who is home to these qualities are easily shaken by desires, like a weak tree by the wind. Verse 8. Not seeking luck and dearness everywhere, restrained with the senses, moderation in food, and full of effort, one who is home to these qualities are not easily shaken by desires, as a mountain by the wind. Verse 9. Those who have not uprooted the defilements from their minds, uncontrolled by wisdom, stay away from truthfulness, even if they have donned the monk garb, are not worthy of it. Verse 10. Those who have completely uprooted the defilements from their minds, controlled by wisdom, who practice truthfulness, are eligible for monk robe. Verse 11. One who perceives essence as non-essence and non-essence as essence, cannot obtain the essence having misled by such wrong resolves. Verse 12. One who perceives essence as essence and non-essence as non-essence, obtains the essence having led by such right resolves. Verse 13. Even as rainwater seeps into a poorly roofed hut, so do ill attractions seep into a poorly guarded mind. Verse 14. Even as rainwater cannot penetrate into a well-roofed hut, so do ill attractions cannot penetrate into a well-guarded mind. Verse 15. They suffer here, hereafter they suffer. The evildoers suffer in both the worlds. They suffer perceiving the malignity of their deeds. Verse 16. Here they rejoice, hereafter they rejoice. They who do virtuous deeds rejoice in both the worlds. They rejoice even more, perceiving the purity of their deeds. Verse 17. Here they suffer, even after death they suffer. The evildoers suffer in both the worlds. I have done evil deeds. Thinking like this, they suffer. They suffer even more after obtaining the woeful states as a result of their wrong deeds. Verse 18. Here they rejoice, even after death they rejoice. The good doers rejoice in both the worlds. I have done good deeds. Thinking like this, they rejoice. They rejoice even more after obtaining the blissful states as a result of their good deeds. Verse 19. Even if they recite the right teachings myriad number of times without purifying their deeds accordingly, out of heedlessness, they cannot partake the fruits of leading the holy life, just like an appointed cowherd do not own the cows he looks after. Verse 20. Though little they recite the right teachings, but if their actions are aligned to the holy life, then such beings, having relinquished all the attractions, repulsions, and delusions, become rightly liberated. Their minds well freed, clinging to nothing of this or the other worlds, partake the fruits of the holy life. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.